Greetings from Maha MTB. I am Chandrasekhar Nene. I study international relations. Along with me is Harshat, who is the videographer. Today we are talking about a very important subject, and the subject is weaponization of refugees or using refugees as a weapon. These days you don't know what will be used as a weapon. We have heard of human bombs, suicide bombers and things like that, but even small children or pregnant women can be used as a weapon, and we are seeing that happening over the last week in Europe. There is a country in Europe called Belarus, or in English it is called White Russia, because Bela means white in Russian language. This country is populated by very few people. They call themselves White Russians because they are one of the original Russian people who didn't succumb to the Mongols, and they say that their women were kept safe from Mongols, so they are pure Russians, so they are White Russians. That's history. But I have done, by the way, a video on this Belarus and the president of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko. That video was published in Marathi on MyMTB on the 28th of May 2021. That time, this Alexander Lukashenko had actually hijacked a flight which was carrying a dissident from Athens to Lithuania, which is nothing to do with this country. It was flying over Belarusian space, and he used the air traffic control to divert the plane to Belarusian capital Minsk, and then that dissident reporter and his girlfriend were captured. They are still in captivity. They are in house arrest as we talk now. Roman Petrosavich is the name of the person. Sapega is his girlfriend. Such is this person. Because of this action, the entire European Union, they are not part of European Union, entire European Union actually put sanctions on Belarus. Now Belarus is a very interesting country. It's only 2 lakh square kilometers, which is actually about the size of Karnataka. And it is heavily wooded country. It is very important from the environmental perspective because lots of wooded region exist in that country. But the population of that country is only 9.5 million. Only 9.5 million people live there, and because it's highly wooded, heavily wooded, it's also a poor country. There is not much industry, nothing is happening. But 91, when the Soviet Empire broke down, this also became independent country, and the president who came on power at that time, Alexander Lukashenko, is still the president because he is a dictator of the worst Russian kind. And naturally his friend is another dictator on the east of this country, which is Russia, and which is Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin is his protector in the Russian space. Now this Lukashenko, when he saw that there are sanctions by European Union, he decided to use a very innovative weapon against European Union. What he did, he imported at a cost to the people, he imported Kurd refugees from Iraq. He actually sent the planes of Belarus. Belavia is the airline of that country, and the plane loads came from Iraq of people. Apparently the people paid $5,000 each to reach Poland, to reach White Russia, but they didn't want to stay in White Russia. They all want to go to European Union, and White Russia or Black Russia or any color of Russia never wants any Muslim refugees. They have had very bad experience of Chechnya. So they wanted to push these people into Poland. Now look at the devilishness of this scheme. The border between Poland and Belarus is actually put with barbed wire and all, because Poland doesn't want this Russian stooge to come into their country. So they are preventing all such passage. But he said that you take these refugees in because you see it is winter, it is snowing now, and it is going to become very severe. There are women, children, even pregnant women among these refugees, and lots of the children are already malnutrition and already their bones are breaking, and they started the cry of humanity all around. And what to do for that cry of humanity? Poland must accept them. Nobody has asked the question of Lukashenko that if you are so much in the humanitarian situation, why don't you take them to Minsk, put them in the proper camp, put them in the proper hospital? No. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to push this onto Poland. And if you don't accept these refugees, Poland will be branded as a inhuman and a devil state, because they are not taking, and there are immediately television journalists went there and saw the young women, young children, pregnant women, all these kind of things. But Poland and the European Union as a whole were actually adamant. They said, we don't want any of these refugees in our country. We have a right to choose whom we want in our country. It is not a free for all. And it has been the strategy of refugees from West Asia, who are predominantly Muslims, to settle in countries where Muslims are not in majority. Because Muslim majority countries never allow them to come in. They never, have you ever seen any refugee from West Asia going to Saudi Arabia, going to Syria? Syria itself is sending refugees out, that's a different issue. Going to Turkey? No, 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 no. They all have to go into non-Islamic country to increase the population in those countries. One day when the population is more than a certain percentage, say 30%, they will start demanding Sharia law, just like they are doing that in UK, they are doing that in Belgium, they are doing that in Holland. But Poland and other European countries have become very smart now. They said nothing doing. None of these refugees are allowed to come in our country. And now the devil scheme started even further. What Lukashenko has supposed to be done, he has actually pushed his own soldiers under the garb of refugees to help these people cross over into Poland. He even provided wire cutters to the refugees to cut through the fence. To counter that, Poland has manned the border with 50,000 soldiers, and now only 2 days back they opened water cannons over these refugees and dispersed them. Now look at the real face of these refugees. After that, the refugees started throwing stones at the Polish border. They started using the slings to throw the stone. They started using sticks and wood and all these kind of things. So the violent streak of the refugees has come into picture. We can see that in the videos as this is happening as we talk now. But Poland didn't budge, and European Union stood strongly along with Poland, and they said, we are not going to let any of these refugees to come into European Union. Because what happens if they enter Poland, Poland being a member of the European community, they can then go anywhere, all over Europe, then they can choose which country to settle and all. But they have said no. Poland, Hungary and some of these countries have said they are willing to accept 1 million refugees from Ukraine, which is a Christian country, than taking even one Muslim refugees. They have gone on record with this. I am not saying it from my own side. They have realized the danger of accepting Muslim refugees. Just like in India, they pushed all the Rohingyas with a humanitarian kind of angle to it. You know, remember those photographs and those videos which our progressive media put on TV those days, when the stream of refugees were coming from the Rohingya refugees, the Muslim refugees from Myanmar were coming into India via Bangladesh. Some of the women were pregnant women. Nobody asked them the question, while you were becoming refugees, how did you get time to become your wives or women pregnant? Nobody asked that question, because this is a good picture, this is good optics. Just like they had done in Turkey. You remember that small boy called Aylan, who was shown, whose dead body was on the sea coast of Turkey, and they used that to milk the human kindness of all the Europeans. So Europeans started opening doors to all the Syrian refugees coming from Turkey. Nobody asked this question to Turkey, why don't you take them yourself? No, they have to go to Europe, because Europe has to be populated by these refugees. And later on it was found that the whole Aylan episode was staged, it was a model, it was all manned. The boy was really dead, but they did that photo op kind of thing. Same photo op was being done on the Polish border. But Polish government didn't budge. They said, no, we will not allow them in. And now, only yesterday, now what to do if you don't allow them in? Even Putin also gave a speech saying, my heart bleeds for the children, blah, 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 winter and all. Take them in Russia. No, 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 we are not going to take them. Poland should take them. This is a very, very hypocritical statement by all these Lukashenko and Putin and company. This should not be taken at its face value. Now, Belarus is 4,500 kilometers from India. So, you may as well ask why I am telling you this story. The reason is this is a new weapon of refugees. It can be very easily used against India. You know what is the status of Pakistan currently? They are going into terrible economic crisis. There is no food, there is no electricity, there is all kind of violence going on. Soon you will find hordes and masses of Pakistani refugees, particularly women and children, coming into India, trying to come into India. And then all the progressive media will come with their television camera and show that as a humanitarian gesture, we should allow them to come in. Poland has shown the way what to do in such circumstances. It's not only in Poland, even in Bangladesh, which is an Islamic country. Sheikh Hasina Wajed refused sanctuary to the refugees of Rohingya. Rohingyas were Muslim, these Bangladeshis were Muslim, but she said nothing doing, we will not let them settle in Bangladesh, they are not the right type of people to come into our country. Then what happened? Congress government took all of them into India and brought them into Jammu, because Jammu in Kashmir is a Hindu majority state, it's a Hindu majority area, so they were settled in Jammu, not in the valley. Look at the deviousness of the scheme. Be alert, be on guard. Your country, you have the right to say no to the people you don't want. This is what Poland has shown. I wanted to bring this forth to you, although it is 4,500 miles away. So I am sure you have realized the danger. If you are happy with this video, if you like this video, please share it with your friends and relations. Please subscribe to our channel. If you have not pressed the bell icon till now, please press the bell icon so that our new videos can be intimated to you as soon as they are made. And please send your comments on this video so that they actually help us to create better and more coverage in the videos. Thank you very much.